magandang gabi, good evening from the Philippines, and of course, good morning sa ating mga students and viewers from the Americas naman. And of course, no, good afternoon sa mga taga Europe, Africa, and Middle East. Welcome to our Hope Talk. And of course, as always, for those who are new to the program, okay, so this is our Hope Talk. We always do this to listen to the stories of our student pastors who were successful in their NCLEX journeys. And one of the main goal of this activity is to provide inspiration from the stories that our pastors have, and here are some probably best practices that also you can possibly adapt if that is applicable in your own circumstances naman. So we have here today one of our recent NCLEX passer dito sa ating next gen NCLEX format naman. So we're happy to have here si Eus Florence. Ayun. Sir Florence to. So, kamusta?
Okay naman po, sir.
Fine.
Sobrang saya.
For now, we'd like to know more a little bit of you. So if there's anything personal and professional that you can share to your classmates and our viewers naman.
My name po is Yus Florence GP Paranan. I'm from Bohol po. Nursing student din po ako from University of Cebu. Tapos my first job as a nurse is from a private hospital po. Tapos nag-transfer ng government hospital na nandito lang sa lugar namin sa Hagna. Tapos nag-apply po as a nurse deployed program po ng DOH for about like 6 years po. Tapos last year na promote po ako as a public health nurse dito sa aming health center. Last year lang po. Kaka 1 year lang din nung November. Nung August pala.
I see. Wow! Oh, that's nice. Marami tayong mga taga Bohol na students, no? Mga dugong
Yes po,
Bohol.
marami.
I mean, way back in college kasi we have in UP kasi we have dorm mates naman ng mga taga Bohol. So they have this organization naman, they call themselves Dugong Bulanon. So
Dugong Bulano na po.
yeah, na-recall ko pa yun. No? And of course, si Ma'am Jess, no, she's from Bohol. Ayan, so anyway, so nag-NDP ka. So, I mean, shout out sa mga NDP natin ng mga
NDP.
kabaro. Ayan. So, I can remember, no, naabutan ko pa yung ninuno ng NDP, yung NARS program. I don't know if you're
Nurse
familiar
program.
with the NARS program.
Yung Dole
No.
po siguro.
Yes. Oh, that was in Dole. So, I was one of the no. I was also one of the nurses no, na nag-undergo ng nurse program na. But it was just 6 months, no. Kasi it was a temporary solution by the government before to provide employment naman sa mga nurses nung time na yon. So, it was really nice, no, because that program na yon ng Dole, it was a collaboration between Dole and DOH that evolved into what we have now, yung NDP.
Yes po.
Man, which is good. No, marami tayong mga NDP. Si Coach Geno was also an NDP nurse before he went to the UK. Ayan, so hello sa mga NDP natin ng mga kabaro, and of course sa mga PHN natin, no. Are we still calling ba PHN yung sa RHU, or RHU pa rin ba yung tawag sa RHU?
RHU pa rin po yung tawag ng RHU din po. May minsan din tinatawag na ng Municipal Health Office na rin.
I see. Okay. So, you are a community nurse, Sir
Po.
Yus. Hi sa mga community nurse natin, ng mga fellow nurses diyan. We have really a lot of community nurses dito sa ating family. Yeah, we have really a lot, no. It's really nice whenever I encounter mga community nurses kasi it's always special kasi you guys are like ando sa grassroots, no? Anyway, so you're a community nurse. Ayan. So, how did it happen na cross ka ng boundaries, and here you are, USRN na?
Yung wife ko po kasi, sa Germany kasi siya nagwo-work, sir, yung wife ko. Tapos, last year po sana, kasi nakapasa din kasi ako ng yung basic language ng German. Tapos, yun na nga sana, sir, pupunta na sana ng Germany, ganun. Tapos, ang nangyari po kasi, mahirap kumuha ng apartment doon. Kaya napag-decide na lang namin na mag-NCLEX na lang ako para mag-US na lang kami. And para kasing if dito lang kasi para kasi sa akin, sir, pag andito lang sa Pilipinas baka kasi hindi ko kayanin buhayin yung anak ko. kaya nag-decide na mag-try na pumunta sa sa ibang bansa.
Yung wife mo, sir, nurse din?
Yes po, nurse din po sa Germany po.
Ay,
Actually, kasama ko ngayon. Kakauwi lang niya noong Saturday.
Okay. So, nakahabol ng Pasko.
Ako po nakahabol ng Pasko.
Mag-NCLEX ba si wife o ikaw
Yes
na?
po, soon po.
Nice.
Baka next year.
I see. That's nice. That's nice, no? So at least, well, while si wife is working on her NCLEX, at least you're also working for
Yes
your
po.
papers, no?
Yes
Kasi
po.
madadala mo sila. At least, no? Pagdating doon, hopefully, is kayo ni wife mo is pareho ng USRN, di ba?
Opo, yes po. Kapag pray po namin yan.
Is manifest na yan. And of course, no, you're there so you can really provide a first-hand guidance, kumbaga, kay
Opo,
wife mo. Kasi you've
opo.
gone through this process of preparing and eventually passing itong NCLEX naman.
Yes po.
Okay, exciting times. So, it's always a common curiosity among the viewers, no, and your classmates, no, sa pagdating sa preparation. So, how long did you prepare for the NCLEX naman?
Actually po sir, nag-start po ako nung February. Yung cycle 9 ata yun. Cycle 9, February. Tapos, ginawa ko po kasi sir, ang hirap kasi po sa akin yung sumali ng live. Kasi nga po, working po at the morning. Tapos yung ginagawa ko na lang po talaga is nagre-replay lang. Team replay din po kasi ako sir. So, replay lang ako. Kasi hindi ko na kasi kayang matulog ng midnight na po tapos
Mm.
mag-work pa bukas. Ang hirap po kasi kaya ginagawa ko 5 p.m. after ng work, nagre-replay hanggang matapos, mga 10 matutulog na ganun. So I started February po the replay. Then nag-stop po ako ng March kasi nag-vacation ulit yung wife ko last March. And then, nag-stop ako ng isang buwan kasi nag-vacation yung wife ko. Nag-start ulit ako mag-replay noong April hanggang June. After nung June, sir, is mga July is nag-start na din ako ng mga questionnaires, mga Q-banks hanggang sa nag-exam ako, nag-UWork.
Mm. February, tas nag-take ka sir ng November, so roughly
November.
8 months, no?
Oo, ganun, mga 8 months, sir. Mga 7 to 8 months. Yes.
Tapos, so you did dalawang cycle of the review.
Yeah, dalawang cycle po, sir. 9 taka 10.
Ayan, no? Maraming classmates, no? There are a lot of your classmates who are resorting also doon sa recorded classes kasi, of course, no,
Mm,
for practicality reasons na
yes po.
not all really can attend the classes live sa
Opo.
gabi. There are some, no, na talaga nagfo-focus sa review and replay. And for those kaka-start pa lang nung kanilang review, and they are somehow parang tipong they have no choice but to focus on the replay. And at some point kasi minsan yan yung iba is nagkakaroon ng like doubt sa kanilang sarili or
Opo.
like doubt with the quality of learning that they can get. It's because replay. If you're going to describe sir yung ginawa mo no kasi ikaw replay ka lang no. I mean, do you
Mm-mm.
think there's a really huge disparity between the quality of learning na makuha mo sa live versus sa replay?
I don't think sir na may disparity kasi yung lahat ng nasa live nandun rin naman kasi sa replay. Yung wala lang sa replays yung siguro yung mga mapag-uusapan during breaks pero kasi yung minsan kasi yung sa breaks mga ano lang yun mga extras pero mostly naman po lahat ng nasa live po nandun na rin sa replay. Tapos para sa akin po gumana talaga rin yung replay kasi di po ako nalilate na matulog, di ako na-stress na wala akong tulog, ganun. Tapos yung time ko lang ako lang yung naghahawak sa time ko ba, kung baga,
Mm.
kung kailan ako matatapos, ganun. Kasi, para kasi sa akin, kapag umabot na ako ng 12 midnight, or kasi yung minsan may 1 a.m. din matatapos, para sa akin kasi di ko na-absorb, sir, eh. Kaya yung ginagawa ko po, sir, nag-replay lang hanggang, kasi minsan kasi 10 p.m. lang yung pinaka-max na natatapos talaga kapag nag-start ako ng 5 p.m. Kaya ayun, nakakatulong ako ng maayos, hindi masyado stress yung lang
Same
talaga,
sir, no?
same lang talaga sir, yung makikita mo sa live, yun din yun sa replay.
So it works sir no sa'yo?
Yes
It
po,
works.
it works po sa akin po.
Okay. No, I mean, for those who are having yung tipong doubt pa, no, or like yung may konting agam-agam, kumbaga, with
Opo.
regards sa quality of learning na that they can get from the replay. Yeah, totoo yung sinasabi ni Sir Yus na it's almost the same. No, it's almost the same. Yun nga lang, ang syempre, of course, no, wala doon is yung actual interaction that you do
Yes po.
with your
Yes po.
classmates and yung konting downside lang doon is if you have questions, so syempre hindi yun masasagot
Hindi mo
agad. It's because
yan din po pala. Opo.
hmm,
Yung mga questions mo na gusto mong itanong, hindi nila ma-answer.
but yung pinaka-advantage dito is if you are looking for a convenient way and flexible way of maximizing the lectures, the recordings are there. Ang maganda dito sa ginawa ni Sir Yus is talagang he decided na, okay, parang tipong, I don't think, no, na yung live classes will not work for you. It's because late na natatapos, tapos
Yes po.
ikaw, ayaw mong mapuyat, tapos mas gusto mo yung, ay, yun nga, sabi mo, hindi ka na stress, no?
Opo. Chill lang po dapat.
Maganda yun. No? So, I mean, with that, pero have you tried po ba yung, yung live classes
Ah,
before?
actually sir, nag-try po ako ng live mga 2 or 5, mga 4 or 5 times po ata. Tapos
Mm.
yung gusto ko lang talaga dapat na mag-live is yung kay Sir Ryan sana dapat para makapag-shoutout pero hindi ko talaga po napasukan. Yung mga napasukan ko lang po si Sir J, tapos may kang si Ma'am Rosana, ganun.
Mm.
Yung mga first lives po, yun yung mga napasukan ko po. Pero yung
Mm.
iba, hindi na po.
At least no, you have you have an idea kung ano yung experience sa live, tapos you have
Yes
an
po.
idea kung ano yung sa replay lang, no? And ang maganda dito sa ginawa ni Sir Yus, talaga, yun nga, he really nag-decide siya na okay, mas maganda yung hindi masyadong stress kumbaga yung sarili mo sa pag-aaral. And that's really true, no, Sir, no, Sir Yus, no, na pag hindi ka stress sa activity or like review activity mo na ginagawa, and mas maganda yung learning experience mo
Yes
kumbaga
po.
kasi
Yes
wala
po.
eh. Ayun. And nabawasan yung pressure, no? So, for those of you who are like somehow forced to do the replays kasi you cannot attend the live classes, so don't worry, no? It's really a matter of accepting the fact na, okay, replay lang yung kaya ng iyong schedule. So, tanggapin mo na yun, no? And just focus on that kasi yung quality of the lecture is the same with the live one. But of course, no, ako kasi whenever I talk to some students, no, is what I suggest is if they can attend the live classes during rest days, go ahead. Kung hindi kaya during working days naman, edi mag-replay tayo. Okay? So, yan yung advantage ng ating online platform. We are providing you maximum flexibility. Kumbaga, review at your own convenient time. Okay, sir, use na. So, how about sa material? So, anong materials yung ginamit mo? Saan ka nag-focus ng mga material?
Actually po sir, yung first ko talaga pong pinocus is yung yung videos, yung replays, tsaka kung makapagsali ng live, yun din. Talaga nag-focus ako for like 3 months na nanood po talaga ako sa mga lectures ng mga teachers natin, yung mga lectures natin. Yun po talaga yung first. Yung second po sir is IPAS na textbook.
Mm,
Hindi ko man lahat nabasa yun, sir, pero ang dami ko pong natutunan doon sa textbook kahit konti lang. Hindi siya masyadong nakaka-stress basahin kasi yung context po is hindi ganoon ka hirap intindihin.
mm,
Kaya yung binasa ko po talaga, even though hindi ko nabasa lahat kasi naubusan ng oras, nagbasa talaga ako doon, may ano talaga ako, may nalalearn po talaga ako. And after noon, nag-ano din ako sir, La Charity, yung prioritization po kasi binigay ni Sir Sylvester din yun. Yung UWorld din po sir, nag 3 months po ako ng ano doon, nag-QBank. And also po sa YouTube ang tawag nun yung kalbo kasi yung kalimutan ko yung pangalan. Yung kalbo na nasa YouTube, yun dun, pinanood ko rin yung mga prioritization na tactics niya po. Yun po yung
mm.
pinanood.
I see. So, it's, I don't know, it's a mix of various online
Yes po.
resources. So, how did you organize yung mga iyon, no? Let's say you have like yung ating review, tapos you have yung roadmap, you have a charity, tapos you have some YouTube videos. So, kailan mo sila like halimbawa, kailan ka nag-incorporate tong charity mo? At what point nung iyong journey? Halimbawa, kailan ka din gumamit ng roadmap? Kasi these specific applications ng various materials na yan, dyan palagi curious yung mga classmates mo. Oh, for example, kailan nga ba siya nagla-charity? O, kailan nga ba siya nag-roadmap? Paano yung ginawa niya doon sa doon sa mga videos na yan? Paano na-synchronize ang mga iyon?
Yung first na ginawa ko po sir, yung roadmap tsaka yung ano din, yung online na review is kung ano yung lecture ngayon, kung ano yung ni-lecture ngayon na pinanood ko, pagkabukas din po, binabasa ko yung sa iPass na textbook roadmap. Tapos after nung natapos ko na lahat, yung yung lecture, online lecture, doon pinanood ko yung sa YouTube, nakalimutan ko lang talaga yung pangalan para malaman ko kung anong tactics ng prioritization na pag-take ng exam and anong paano kung i-analyze yung mga questions. Pinanood ko yun after. Tapos pagkatapos kong mapanood yun, sir, yun nag-start po ako ng La Charity. Inubos ko talaga lahat ng chapter dun sa prioritization po lahat, sir. After nun, after ko matapos yung the charity na prioritization, doon na po ako nag-start ng New World hanggang po nag-exam po ako.
Mm.
Basa-basa na din po ako ng yung binalik-balikan ko yung iba doon sa roadmap.
That's a really good technique that you did na talagang nare-reinforce mo yung learning or understanding mo by cross-referencing kumbaga
Yes
from
po.
various materials, no? I
Yes
mean,
po.
that's a really good. So, how long did it take you, for example, sir, no? I mean, kailan ka nag-decide na, okay, I think it's time for me to move on sa next?
Pagkatapos ko talaga sa lecture, sabi ko, sige, mag-ano na muna ako, magpahinga ng saglit, tapos after noon nag-YouTube na ako. Pagkatapos ng nag-YouTube ako, parang sige, parang ready na ako mag-exam ng mga prioritization, ganun. Medyo alam ko na yung tactics kung paano mag-analyze ng question. So ayun, nag-try po ako ng La Charity, sir. Even though hindi agad tumaas yung mga scores ko, sobrang sobrang baba ng mga scores ko at first, sir, pero ganun lang, in-apply ko lang yung na-learn ko kung paano ko mag-analyze ng questions hanggang sa tumas na yung mga scores ko. Pagkatapos ng mga after 1 or 2 months ata yung La Charity na inubos ko yung lahat ng chapter sa prioritization, yun, sinabi ko sa sarili ko, magpahinga ako ng konti. After nun, nag-decide na ako na after nun, 3 months after, hindi pa 3 months, for 3 months, nag-world na talaga po ako, sir, after nun.
I'm impressed, no, with how you organize yung mga bagay-bagay, no? Totoo yun, no? With one of the things kasi that poses a challenge sa mga kaka-start pa lang ng review sa NCLEX is they tend to get overwhelmed with really a lot of materials available, no? Like you have Saunders, you have your review center, you have Rimar, you have Mark Klimek, you have La Charity, you have Archer, you have HearWorld, you have HESI, you have ATI. Ang dami, no? Ang
Opo, ang
dami.
dami po.
Di ba? Ang dami. So they tend to get overwhelmed with that, no? Kasi when they hear those various materials na ginagamit ng iba, of course, no, wanting to pass the examination is gusto rin natin talagang aralin kung ano yung inaaral ng iba.
Yes
Ang
po.
nagiging problem lang minsan is like they tend to jump from one material to another na
Yes po,
sa,
totoo po.
kaka, sa kakalipat-lipat, wala na natapos. Nung wala nang natapos, malapit na mag-exam, na yun, nagpanic na kasi nga walang natapos. No?
Opo,
So,
tama po.
one thing that we can learn from Sir Hughes is talagang ginawa niya is like one material after another. Wow,
Opo,
nag-start muna siya sa lecture, tapos nung nag-roadmap. Tapos after noon, is like pag natapos niya lahat ng concepts ni IPAS, nag-charity siya. After na charity, okay, nag-word na siya. So, it's one thing that you can also do, no, sa inyo, that you have to decide kung saan mo na kayo magfo-focus. There are some kasi na they are really excited to jump into practice questions
another.
agad.
Opo.
Kanina, no, while I was reading some responses doon sa feedback survey na sined natin for the 11th cycle is there are some of those still students na just wanted to focus on practice questions. So I don't understand why, no? Kasi tayo sa IPAS kasi is we're always saying na wag muna tayo maging excited na mag-jump into question bank pag hindi pa tayo tapos sa ating concept.
Yes po.
So, ikaw, Sir Yus, no, with that premise, no, na concept muna, tapos question bank, how did it help you manage yung practice questions mo? Kasi, yung concept pala, tsaka na nag-world. So, how was the experience nung na-transition ka from concept to question bank?
Nakakatulong po talaga na mag-concept ka muna. Kasi ang hirap, kasi trinay ko din yun, sir. Nung nag-concept ako, sinabi ko sa sarili ko, mag-try nga ako ng mag-answer ng mga questions kung kaya ko ba kahit walang concept. Yun
Mm.
yung first na ginawa ko. Tapos, yung nag-try po talaga ako, sir, sobrang hirap po talaga na mag-answer ng mga questions na wala pong laman yung utak mo po. Talagang ang hirap. Kaya yung nag-decide ako na what if mag-concept na lang muna ako, tapusin ko na lang muna yung concept na sa IPAS, yung live yung lectures at saka yung roadmap. Yun. After nun, trinay ko nung after nung nag-concept ako, nag-try ako ng exams. Hindi naman masyadong tumaas agad yung scores. Mababa naman talaga at first, pero talaga ang dali nang intindihin po sir yung rationale once na may concept ka na po na nalalaman from the review and from the roadmap po. Kaya nakakatulong po talaga na mag-concept first before the Q-Banks. Kasi may mga kaibigan ako sabi, wag ka nang mag-concept, wag ka nang kasi mag-Q-Banks ka na lang kasi yung Q-Banks may rationale naman yan eh. Isasabihin naman yung talagang bakit ganon, ganon, ganon. Pero para sa akin po sir, mas maganda na may concept ka po before ka mag-Q-Banks para mas madali mong ma-understood po yung mga rationale ng questions po.
Yes sir, no. Totally agree. Totally agree doon, no. Kasi if you jump agad-agad kasi sa question bank mo without the concept, yeah, that's true. That the rationalizations are there to, kumbaga, educate you na, okay, ganito yung options or like answers because ganito yon. However, kasi, ang nagiging problem doon is medyo mababa yung magiging critical thinking mo doon. Yung
Opo.
critical thinking process mo doon. Kasi, how can you do critical thinking if you do not know anything about the
Yes po.
business
Totoo
process
po.
na tinatanong? No? Wala
Yes po.
blanco. Ini-mini-mini mo kayo niyan.
Opo.
Hula-hula niya. Hula-hula na lang. Tapos,
Opo.
tipong, sige, eto na nga lang yung sagot ko. Kasi curious ako sa rationale. O sige, sagutan ko na lang kahit pa-jackpot. Di ba? Kaso, ang problema doon is, ang baba ni critical thinking.
Opo.
Ang baba ng critical thinking. Yeah, you may have been aware of why the answer was like that, no? Kaso nga lang, how about the critical thinking? No? Yun yung kasi, because critical thinking skills is really important dito kay NCLEX because the exam uses computer adaptive testing. Diba sir, no? I mean, for sure,
Yes po.
no? Na-experience mo yan yung sa actual exam mo na talagang tipo na nakikipag-tag of war ka sa computer eh.
Opo.
Naghihilahan
Totoo
kayo
po.
eh, no?
Opo, sir. Ang hirap po talaga. Talagang nagagamit po yung critical thinking mo sa exam po talaga. Super. Promise.
Yes, naghihilahan kayo ng computer eh. Parang
Opo.
tipong, wow, parang ganun eh. Back and forth ka ng computer eh, di ba? I mean,
Opo.
it's like you are competing sa sa artificial
Yes
intelligence.
po.
And kung hindi maganda yung critical thinking mo, talagang masakit sa ulo. So,
Opo.
I'm not saying na hindi sasakit yung ulo ninyo, pero kumbaga at least mas lessen yung yung
Yes
headache.
po.
Yung kasi is like the maturity that you get from the rationalizations, no, that can really boost yung confidence din in taking the exam. So serious, no, ganito. Throughout that 7-month journey na meron ka for your NCLEX preparation, what were the major challenges na na-encounter mo doon sa loob ng 7 buwan na yun?
Ano po, yung first yung mga major problems ko po talaga sir is first po talaga is anxiety po talaga ipapasa ka ba or hindi. Yun lang po talaga yun yung pinaka major ko. Tapos kasi wala naman po akong problema sa time, wala naman po akong problema sa ability ko to learn. Yung problem ko lang talaga po sir is yung anxiety tapos kasi madali po talaga akong mag-anxiety. Yun yung pinaka major na problem ko. Tapos yung iba din is yung mape-pressure ako sa mga ibang classmates, yung mga ibang tao na nakapasa ng NCLEX kasi sabi nila, daw, 8 hours daw sila nag-study, ganun. Parang, para sa akin po, sir, sobrang, ba't 8 hours? Ako, nasa 2 hours lang ako mag-study, 2 to 3 hours, 4 hours, ganun lang. Tapos, ba't 8 hours, ba't hanggang umaga nag-aaral yun? Isa din yun sa mga major problems ko. Nagda-doubt po ako talaga sa self ko kung enough ba yung mga ginagawa ko para sa akin, sir. Pero ginawan ko ng solution po, sir, na nag-ano lang talaga ako, nag-focus on myself, nag-focus kung paano ko i-approach yung pag-study ko kasi hindi ko naman pwedeng iasa yung studies ko sa iba kasi ayaw ko talaga yung pinakaayaw ko talaga sir is mag-copy ng mga style nung pag-study sa iba. Yun yung pinakaayaw kasi nape-pressure ako. Kaya yung ginawa ko, sir, sinulusyonan ko lang yung anxiety ko. Talagang nagtiwala lang ako sa sarili ko. Ganun lang po talaga.
Say, it's also one of the things that siguro many of those who are just starting with the review na nagkakaroon sila ng konting insecurity. Kasi for example, iba-iba kasi kayo ng degree of learning na dito sa review, no? There are some na pang 2, 3 cycle na. So expected talaga na medyo nakakasagot na sila pag
Opo.
recitation.
Totoo po yan.
No?
Totoo po yan. Yung pag-answer mo, mali ka, tapos yung sila lahat tama. Ganun. Na-experience ko po yan, sir. Kaya din parang ayaw ko mag-live kasi talagang mali yung mga answers ko kapag magko-question yung lecturer tapos sila tama lahat. Parang nai-insecure ako.
And at some point na parang you will ask
Opo.
yourself talaga, i-question mo yung capacity mo. Tapos parang,
Opo,
ay, ba
talaga po
to?
sir, totoo yan. Ano ba yan? Ba tama sila? Ako mali. Ganon. Ganon sinasabi ko sir.
That is what we calling frog pond effect. No, I think I discussed that during one of the sessions that I had before. No, yun yung for the awareness ng iba, no, especially sa mga bagong enroll lang. No, that is what we calling frog pond effect. No, kasi tayo kasi dito sa ating community, it's like we are in a quote unquote, we're in a pond. No, nasa
Mm-mm.
isa tayong pond. Tapos lahat kayo is like different na yung skills, no, different na yung level of mastery. So, minsan kasi nagiging it could have a positive and negative effect sa person depende doon sa kanilang level of mastery. For example, sa case natin sa concept mastery na there are, for example, no, yung mga mataas na yung level of concept mastery, they will feel that they are good kasi nga i-compared sila sa iba, mas nakakasagot sila. So,
Mm-mm.
somehow, nakaka-boost yun ng confidence din naman nila.
Opo,
The
opo.
other hand naman, yung mga hindi naman, yung medyo mababa pa yung concept mastery level, like mga bagong enroll, minsan yan, they tend to compare themselves naman. Parang, ala, ang gagaling na ng mga classmates ko. So, parang they
Opo.
feel na kulelat sila.
Opo.
Diba? It's a normal result or like it's a normal phenomenon yun pagka ganyan. So, just remember lang yun. Yan yung tinatawag natin na frog pond effect. Siguro sa mga kaka-enroll pa lang or like who are just starting their preparation. So, siguro iset nyo rin yung expectations nyo na hindi ibig sabihin na pag naka-attend kayo ng isa o dalawa o tatlo o apat o anim na lessons is gagaling na kayo agad. No? Kumbaga, makakasagot na kayo agad-agad automatic ng tama. Hindi ha. Okay, you have to set that expectations kasi this journey ng NCLEX ninyo is a process. May learning curve tayo na tinatawag, di ba? Yung learning curve. We start from the bottom, tapos unti-unti yung aakyat. I mean, hindi naman kasi pwede na kaka-enroll mo lang ngayon, andun ka na agad.
Opo,
No?
tama.
Aakyat yan, may proseso yan. Yan yung learning curve na tinatawag natin. So, don't be too hard on yourselves, no? Sa mga kaka-enroll pa lang.
Yun nga yun, sir, eh. Kaya yung nung trending topic, sir, bumawi ako. Lahat ng mga sagot ko, tama na eh.
Next. Pero Sir Yus, you were able to achieve that after undergoing the process, no?
Yes po, after undergoing the process po talaga.
Oh.
Kasi yung trending topics ko, sir, 2 days prior ng exam ko po yun. Kaya ako, ano,
So, dun sir, no, dun sa ano na yan, if you're going to go back doon sa mga initial insecurities na experience mo nung kakastart mo pa lang, tapos if you go back doon sa moment na itong sabi mo nga is like nag-attend ka ng trending topics, tapos talagang nakasagot ka ng tama doon
yes
sa
po.
trending topic. So, if you're going to go back doon sa dalawang moments na yun, no, yung very opposite na
Mm-mm.
moments na yon, very opposite sentiments and feelings,
Mm-mm.
no. I mean, what were ano yung mga na-realize mo if we're going to go back to those two different moments na yun?
Yung, ano lang po, sir, kung ibalik ko yung first moment ko na super, super, ano po ako, super natatakot sa live review, super, parang nag-i-insecure ako. Para sa akin po, sir, kahit balik-balikan ko po yun, okay lang po sa akin. Kasi yun yung mga nag-force sa akin na mag-learn pa more, mag ano pa,
Mm.
ano ka pa, mag-study ka pa kasi kailangan mo yan para makapagsagot ka sa next time ng mga questions ng lecturers mo. Parang fuel to do more on your studies. And after that, yung last moment po na parang nasagot mo na lahat yung mga questions ng lecturers mo, ni Sir Ryan, nasagot mo. Sobrang ang sarap ng feeling na parang, di ko alam yung question na to noon eh. Ngayon, alam ko na ngayon. Yan, nakakapagsagot na ako. Sarap ng feeling. Tapos, nakaka-boost talaga ng confidence. Kaya nga, hindi ako nag, sobrang saya ko na nakasali ng trending topic, sir, kasi after nun talagang super boosted yung confidence ko kasi lahat ng tanong po talaga doon parang alam ko na yung question, yung answer, ganun talaga kahit super confident po talaga ako, nakapag-boost po talaga ng confidence yun sa akin po. Nakaka-help
Oh,
po talaga yung trending topics.
that's nice to. I can just imagine, no, yung kasi ang ganito yun, no, for those na malapit na mag-exam, especially itong sa December na mag-exam, is I always encourage them, no, na always focus on the things that can help you.
Yes po.
No? Yung mga makakatulong sa mental stability or like emotional stability ninyo pag magte-take kayo ng exam. No, tulad nitong sa case ni Sir Yus. So, it so happened talaga na 2 days before his exam, training topics, talagang I can just imagine yung excitement mo na mag-take ng
Yes po.
NCLEX. No?
Yes po.
Yung tipong,
Mix na po sir, super excited tapos natatakot ganun. Pero yung excitement talaga po parang grabe talaga, parang gusto ko nang mag-exam agad.
true. I can just imagine na, for example, after the discussion ng training topics, kung pwede nga lang, agad-agad, mag-exam ka na.
Agad-agad,
Di ba?
opo. Opo.
I can just imagine yung saya mo nung 10 years. And tama yung Sir Yus, no? One thing that commendable really sa iyo is yung ikaw mismo yung marunong mag-identify ng mga kakulangan. Ikaw din mismo yung sabi mo kanina, is like you found solutions doon sa mga kakulangan na yon. And I think yung moment na yun, no, na sobrang saya mo kasi lahat ng questions doon sa training topics is na-answeran mo. I think that was already a validation of your hard work. Kasi kumbaga nakikita mo na yung product, kumbaga nung pinaghirapan
Opo,
mo,
ganun.
no?
Yes po. Parang nakikita ko na ito talaga yung mga nahirapan ako dati tapos ngayon nasasagutan ko na ganun. Sarap sa feeling po sa talaga.
What we can learn dito sa growth kumbaga ni Sir Yus is talagang it took some time really, no. And siguro for those of you na curious really about the timeline, kasi yun talaga yung common question is like yung timeline. We always encourage our students na it is better to be over prepared kaysa under prepared. If you can afford kumbaga to give yourselves more time to prepare for the test, why not? Huwag niyong ipagkait sa inyo yung time na mas makapag-aral kayo kasi mas okay na medyo natagalan ng konti yung preparation ninyo pero one take lang. Tulad nito kay Sir Yus, he really gave himself 7 months to prepare for the test. Ito na siya. Kinakoso na dito sa Hope Talk. Sir Yus na. So, on the exam day, ayan. So, kwentahan mo kami. So how was it yung experience mo on the exam day itself? Can you describe to us yung experience on the exam day?
Sa exam day po sir talaga yung pagising ko po kasi 12 noon po yung exam ko po. So pagising ko po mga 5 AM ata ako nagising kasi andun na ako the day before eh. Dumating na ako sa Makati the day before. The day before the exam, pinuntahan ko talaga muna yung exam site sir kasi di ako kabisado kung saan doon. Kaya pinuntahan ko muna, kinabisado ko muna, ganun, tapos umuwi. Tapos nagpahinga lang talaga ako sir, di na ako bumasa, di na ako wala na talagang study kahit konti, wala. So the day with the exam sir, di ko alam ba't ang aga kong gumising. Sobrang aga ko talagang gumising noon. Tapos kahit gusto kong matulog, di talaga ako makatulog. Di ko alam excited ba ako or tapos nung pagkagising ko po, sabi ko sa sarili ko na siguro mag-pray na lang po muna ako for the guidance po ng Diyos para sa exam ko po. Then kumain ng breakfast. Tapos yung ginawa ko lang talaga sir before din ako pumunta sa exam site is kasi si Sir Sylvester kasi po, siya po yung coach ko. Sabi niya sa akin, makinig ka ng mga religious songs, ganun. Before ako maligo, ganun, talang yung music ko talaga is for religious songs lang talaga hanggang sa umalis ako sa hotel. Nag-usap din ako ng wife ko, hindi ko pinatulog kasi mga 12 midnight na din yun sa kanila, mga 6 a.m. eh. Kaya kinausap ko na muna siya para at least at ease po ako. At least mawala yung kaba, ganun. Then after po noon, sir, naligo ako, papunta ng exam site po, sir, yung nawala lang talaga yung stress, pinawala ko lang talaga lahat ng stress ko. Parang sabi ko sa sarili ko, wag mo nang isipin yung mga doubts mo sa sarili mo. Isipin mo na lang na kaya mo to, wag kang kabahan, wag kang mag-isip ng NCLEX papunta ng exam site. Wag mong isipin yung mga questions kagabi, yung wag mo nang isipin yun. Exam ka na lang talaga. Tapos divert ko lang yung sarili ko to talaga sir, nagpa-music lang ako papunta ng exam site like kasi favorite ko po kasi talaga si Eminem eh. Kaya pina, lang, pinatugtog ko lang talaga sa ears ko si Eminem until umabot ako, until pina-off na yung phone ko. Eminem lang talaga yung nasa. So ayun po sir, pinawala ko lang talaga yung kaba ko, yung anxiety ko, nawala lahat dahil doon. Parang sinolusyonan ko lang talaga yung mga kaba at saka anxiety, yun lang po talaga. Dapat kasi confident ka po, pagkapasok mo na lang sa site, dapat confident ka sa sarili mo na kaya mo, ganun. Dapat ganun yung mindset po, sir. Dapat winner mindset po palagi. Ganun po.
Uy, that's nice to. Tama yun. Winner mindset, no? That's true. Oh, so fan ka pa rin ni Enzo. Batang 90s ito. I mean, that's really true, no? Kasi, sometimes kasi, no, if we use things that are familiar, or like
Yes po.
I mean, for example, we are listening to things na, yun nga, mga paborito natin, mga ganyan.
Opo.
Ano kasi yun eh, nakakalma. No? We
Kaya po
feel
tama
good.
po. Yes po.
We feel good kasi no. I mean, one thing that also I advise my students na sabi ko before kayo mag-take ng exam, like a day before of your exam or like even after your exam, kumain kayo ng paborito nyo na pagkain o kumain kayo ng
Pagka,
masarap. Yung day kasi of your exam, it's a really stressful day. Kasi it's a really a lot of mix of various emotions. May takot, may kaba, may excitement, may hindi mo na explain. Basta ang alam mo lang is kukuha ka ng exam.
mm-mm.
However, no, I mean, sometimes kasi when kumbaga yung parang, yung strategy mo na, okay, if you do something good or like that makes you feel comfortable, you feel better, di ba, nakakalma ka.
Yes po.
So, tama yung ginawa ni Sir Hughes, favorite niya si Eminem, why not? Di
Yes
ba?
po.
Tama yung effect, di ba?
From
Mas kalmado
hotel
siya.
po talaga, sir. From hotel po talaga until pagkapasok ko sa room, yung pag-off ko, Eminem lang po talaga sa headphones.
Ganang technique yun. Gawin yung ginawa ni Sir Justo. If may favorite artist kayo, sige,
Opo.
pakinggan nyo. Diba? Slim Shady daw. Yung
Slim
Sir
Shady.
Kyle. How about sir sa pagpasok mo ng doon sa Pearson View. So, what was what was the experience ng nagtitake ka ng exam? I mean, did you encounter any difficulties doon sa exam process itself? May mga questions ba na pinahirapan ka? Tumaas ba yung anxiety mo? So, how can you describe yung yung whole process of test taking na?
Yung pagka-test taking ko po, sir, parang ang pagkapasok ko po kasi talaga sa NCAS, nakikita ko marami din kasi yung mga nag-take doon. Tapos parang sabi ko, sorry, parang mga ano to, parang handang-handa tong lahat ah. Sabi ko. Tapos yung kumbaga, in-enjoy ko na lang yung process na yung kahit pagbigay ng mga phones, ganun, in-enjoy ko na lang yun. Parang pinawala ko na lang yung talaga para hindi ako ma-anxiety. Tapos parang sinabi ko sa kanya, wag mo nang i-compare kung ano sila, kung parang, para kasi handa sila, hindi ko na kinumpare yung sarili ko. Tapos
Hmm.
luckily enough din po kasi sir, yung computer ko po kasi nasa pinakadulo. Parang yung katabi ko, isa lang na nag-take, tapos wall na agad. Para sa akin po kasi parang hindi na ako nailang kasi may mga kasabay ako. Kasi yung wall na yung sa kabila. Tapos, hindi ko na talaga ma-remember lahat ng questions. Yun lang po. Hindi ko na talaga ma-remember lahat yung mga, siguro mga topics lang sa NGN na mga cases. Yun lang yung na-remember ko. Pero di ko alam kasi sabi nila, 'di ba sabi nila kapag easy daw yung questions, parang pababa.
Mhm.
Tapos kung yung hard questions, pataas ka na. Para po kasi sa akin, hard talaga po lahat ng questions. Wala po talagang easy para sa akin, sir. Para sa akin talaga hard. Tapos ano lang, nag-practice po kasi ako, sir. Yung ano kasi, nag-practice ako ng 150 questions. Kaya para sa akin po, sinabi ko sa sarili ko na, hindi, aabot ako ng 145. Yan. Aabot ako ng 145. Hindi ko naisipin hanggang 85 lang ako. Wala naman masyadong anxiety. Tapos di naman masyado ako na-stress sa questions lang talaga. Nag-focus lang talaga ako sa questions, sir. Nag-focus ako sa pag-answers din. Nung pag-click ko ng 85, nabigla lang ako kasi nag-stop na. Sabi ko, baka puros mali yung mga answers ko, ganun. Pero at the same time, parang confident din ako na tama siguro yun. Kasi pagka pinag-stop na
Mm.
ako ng ano, yung nasa isip ko, pinag-stop na siguro ako ng computer kasi ano, pasado na ako, ganun eh. Ganun na lang talaga yung inisip ko. Kaya ayun, hanggang ngayon, parang Cloud9 hanggang ngayon talaga, sir, na
Sir,
pumasa ako.
sir, question sir used to. After nung exam mo, did you feel at peace after nung exam mo?
At peace ako kasi para sa akin, tapos na lahat. Ganun.
Hmm.
Tapos na lahat pero andyan pa rin yung kaba kasi wala pa yung ano wala pa yung result. Pero para sa akin talagang nakapag-relax na ako kasi wala na akong di na ako mag-study bukas, wala nang studies, di na ako manonood ng lectures, wala
Hmm.
nang di na ako magki-click ng mga Q-banks ganun, parang okay na yun. Talagang binigay ko na po talaga lahat sa Diyos
Mm.
yun kasi ayun na, wala na, wala. Yun na yun eh. Tapos na.
Mm.
Parang para sa
Mm.
akin, at peace na ako, ganun.
Yeah, that's true, no? And of course, no, ang dami yung ano, no, recently, no, sa mga pumapasa, ang dami ninyong natatapos at 85. No? Of
Yes po.
course, no, ano kasi na is parang ano yan eh, siguro at some point, it's parang bonus. No?
Opo.
I'm not saying, no, na those na nakatapos at more than 85 is, but then again, siguro lang, special lang yun, no, yung mga nakatapos at 85 o dati natatapos at 75, mga ganun. So, parang at some point, parang meron kang, okay, may konti kang, you should really be
Advantage.
proud of, you should really be proud of yourself for having that, no, na natapos ka at 85 tapos pumasa. Ang dami nating, ano, no, ang dami nating passers recently na natapos sila at 85. No? Yan, it's nice. And the reason why I asked that question kung yung, if you were at peace with yourself after the test is, it's something that I encourage then the students that I handle na sabi ko, it's something also that you should somehow strive to achieve na pagkatapos ng exam mo is hindi mo ma-explain pero at some point parang panatag yung loob mo na natapos na siya. Kaso, ma-achieve mo yung ganong klaseng level of feeling or like maturity kung talaga nag-aral ka ng maayos.
Yes po.
Yung
Totoo po.
tipong after ng exam, yung tipong hindi ka na aligaga. Kasi nga, alam mo kasi na nag-aral ka, so most likely, malamang sa malamang, yung mga pinagsasagot mo doon, tama. Pero hindi, kasi, di ba sir, for sure, you will agree with me na after ng exam, hindi mo rin talaga alam kung tama yung mga pinagsasagot
Tama.
mo.
Yes po. Totoo po yun. Tapos
No?
di-recall ko yung question, di ko na talaga ma-recall lahat. Kahit yung last question, di ko na talaga ma-recall. So sobrang focus ko po talaga.
True. So, tapos kasi is like, whenever we have students before na nagtatanong, sir, na-remember po ba yung mga ano, yung lumabas sa exam mo? Hindi ko, sabi ko, I remember few, pero hindi ko rin talaga kasi alam kung tama yung mga pinagsusugot ko doon.
Totoo po talaga, sir. Di ka sure talaga if tama ba yung mga pinagsasagot mo doon.
True. Pero, that moment na nagsasagot ka, yan yung pinaka the best answer that you think is best
Yes,
na
yes po.
piliin. Hindi ka rin talaga sure kasi ang hirap-hirap kasi ng NCLEX na lahat ng options is almost the same. Lahat sila
Yes po.
tama. So, tipong, kung paghahanapin mo lang doon, yung pinaka the best that you think is swak doon sa hinahanap niya. No? Hindi mo rin promise, hindi mo rin talaga yun masasabi kung tama pa talaga sa sagot mo doon. Very few lang of the questions na sure ka talaga pero most of the time yan, hindi mo rin talaga alam kung tama ba yun o hindi.
Ako, sir, wala talaga akong sure answer, sir.
Pero di ba sir, yeah, you may not be sure na tama yung sagot mo, pero somehow, kumbaga, confident ka na, okay, ito yung pinaka the best answer for this particular question, no?
Opo. Talaga
No?
po. Totoo po yun. Parang para sa, ito, di ako sure, pero tingin ko, ito yun eh. Ganon. Ganon na feeling.
Mm.
Opo.
Exactly. Feeling mo yun eh. Na yung
Opo.
tipong, if you're going to compare that very last option na pinili mo that you think is best for the question, kung ikukumpara mo yun sa the rest of the options, wala eh. Ito yung mas pinakamatimbang.
Opo.
Pero
Opo.
hindi ka rin
Opo.
talaga sure kung yun yung tama o hindi.
Yes po.
Ito lang talaga yung matimbang. I think that it's yung ganong decision process making tree mo, that is really a product of the training
Yes
and
po.
concept mastery na nakuha mo from the months and months of preparation.
Yes
Yung
po.
tipong, yeah, you may not be 100% sure na tama yun, pero that moment, you are confident na, okay, this is the best option for this particular question. No?
Yes po.
Talagang, yung tipong convince ka sa sarili, okay, ito yun. Sabi ko nga, it's a product of a long journey. Okay, so ang bottom line dito is, hindi dapat natin minamadali yung ating preparation for the NCLEX. Diba? Mahirap kasing exam, ha? Okay, huwag yung madaliin.
Yes po.
Okay? Ayan, so speaking of, Sir Sylvester, andito siya. Ayan, so,
Ayun, serious. Very proud kami sa'yo. No? Buong Sir Coach na palang you ace your NCLEX at 85, no? Pero
Yes po.
sabi nga sa'yo, pre-exam coaching, mindset ko sa'yo na expect mo abutin 50 kasi you'll never know, no?
Yes po.
Ano
Yes po.
magiging destiny mo sa NCLEX mo, pero natutuwa ako dahil lahat ng advices, yung mga binigay kong materials sa'yo, na-cover mo. Kasi malaking ng tulong naman talaga no? For yung NCLEX. At saka syempre, yung 7 months preparation mo sa NCLEX kasi hindi naman talaga biro si NCLEX. And natutuwa ako dahil you're a very positive student talaga na maipapasa mo. Kaya I have high hopes on you nung time na nag-exam tayo. Sabi ko sa'yo, papasa ka na. Ayun na, pumasa ka na. At 85 pa, hindi ka na masyadong nahirapan. Kasi nga, I'm sure, hanggang inaisip mo sa NLEX. Actually, ang dami nga akong recently student, wala may 85 nag-stop eh. Pero sabi ko nga, kahit abuti kayo ng 150, basta pumasa kayo, happy na ang buong IPAS team doon. Kaya whatever item you will stop, as long as you pass, yun yung goal natin, makuha yung ating USRN license, yun yung mahalaga. No? Kaya sa mga bagong students ng Smoke Cycle, ha, pag-aral kayong maigi, in time, kayo rin naman nung congratulate namin, kayo rin naman papasa ng NFLEX. No? Kaya galingan nyo. Pag-aral kayong maigi, makinig kayo kala Sir J, lahat ng lecturer, lahat ng mga coaches. Yan. Thank you po, Sir Mark. Hindi ka masyadong pagkakahabaan. And congrats again, Yus. No?
Thank you po,
Good
Sir
luck sa next
Sylvester.
journey
Salamat
mo.
po sa lahat ng
Thank you
mga
rin, Sir Mark.
And yan.
Yeah.
So thank you kay Coach Sylvester, no. Sir Yus, no. Of course, no. Dito yung coach mo. I mean, for those who are just starting the review, how did the coaching sessions help you dito sa journey mo na ito?
super helpful po talaga, sir. Ma-advise ko lang po sa mga new students po, talagang gamitin nyo po yung binigay ng IPAS na coach. Talagang nakaka-help po talaga sila kasi makakapag-advise sila kung ano yung mga dapat mong gawin. Tapos kasi si Sir Sylvester po kasi kapag na-anxiety ako, siya din po yung isa sa mga chinachat ko talaga na, sir, ganito, ganyan, ba't ang baba ng scores ko, ganun. Sila yung parang stress reliever na din mo sa journey na to. Stress reliever mo kasi masasabihan mo sila kahit anong oras, kahit 12 midnight pa yan, kahit umagang araw. Talagang masesendan mo lang, one send of message away lang po talaga sila. Andyan sila agad sa'yo. Gamitin nyo po yung coach. Talagang sobrang naka-help po sa akin po si Sir Sylvester.
Oh, that's really one of the purpose of why we have a large team of coaches really that is helping the students, no. Tama 'yun, no, na minsan ako na ngayon naglilimit sabi ko matulog naman kayo, hindi naman ako pwede na kahit pag nag-message yung estudyante ng alas 2 kailangan sagutin. Ako na minsan naawa sa kanila kasi wala ganun sila ka-committed na kahit alas 3 yan, as long as gising ang mga yan, talagang sasagot yan. No?
Yes po, totoo po. Si Sir Sylvester talaga sumasagot po talaga yan.
Yeah, and it's really one thing, no, that we can continue to assure everyone na hindi talaga kayo pababayaan ng coaches
Yes
ninyo.
po.
They're
Yes
going
po,
to be
totoo
there. Aside of course sa educators natin and the coordinators so that they're helping you, team kami So, kumbaga, yung coaches ninyo, ayan, all around ang mga iyan.
Yes po.
Minsan tagaturo ng konting concept, yun nga, stress reliever ninyo, minsan kaibigan, no?
Kaibigan,
Minsan,
yes po.
minsan,
Sir Sylvester, di pa tayo nakalaro ng Dota.
Hello, busy rin. Hindi na ako nakakalaro. Isang buwan na yata. Napaka-busy ko. So, sabi ko kasi yung trabaho, tinatrabaho. Ayan, sige. One time, pag invite mo ako.
That's one thing that I like about the professional relationship that the coaches have with our students is minsan kasi yun, nag-evolve yan into something deeper aside lang sa professional engagements, no? Kasi hindi ba iwasan na sometimes we have students na they just need someone to talk to. Not necessarily about the coaching or like necessarily about the review. Minsan talaga, kailangan nila ng kausap. I remember at some point yan, natatawa na ako minsan kasi kinikwento ko kila Sir Gemma Brescia na minsan yung coaches niyo aside sa coach yan sa review is minsan parang relationship counselor na rin. May dati sa amin naghingi ng advice kasi sila ng jowa o like ng asawa. Sabi ko, sir, wala pa ho kasi akong asawa so medyo limited po yung advice ko pagdating sa sa asawa kasi wala akong asawa so ganyan, but umaabot kami sa puntong ganon, no, that somehow it's a bond na between the coach and the student na yung common goal of you passing the NCLEX that evolves into some bigger relationship, no. So that's really nice kasi nag-align kumbaga yung wavelength ng student and coach. So, I mean, don't hesitate. There are some talaga na mga students na they are intimidated to attend the coaching sessions kasi feeling nila wala silang may share.
Yes.
O wala silang pag-uusapan. But I always say, trust me, just attend the coaching sessions. Meron yan kayong pag-uusapan. Okay?
Yes,
ayan. So, of course, dito si Sir Jay. Hello, Sir
Hello po,
Jay.
Sir Jay.
Good morning.
Congratulations, congratulations. So
Yes,
I wasn't able to listen to all of your hope talk. I mean, share sa ano natin, sa mga audience natin. But I'm pretty sure, ano bang ginamit mo? Like, which primary resources?
Ano lang po, sir, roadmap. IPAS
Roadmap
roadmap.
and our NCLEX? I mean,
Yes
our
po.
IPAS online?
Lectures, yes po.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. I'm so happy na, you were able to utilize our review program at the same time the roadmap. Yeah, we have so many students that are utilizing the roadmap, just the roadmap and our lectures actually. And we have positive, results to that. But if you have, I still recommend UWorld though. But what I'm saying is that the program and the roadmap is really super, super effective. But if you have an extra money, you can buy UWorld or purchase UWorld. Or if you have probably you have some financial constraint or something, and then you can buy or purchase your Archer. So that's my secondary test bank that I would suggest. Okay, but in terms of the rationale, I would really suggest more of the UWorld because their data is like solid. And yeah, so I really dwell into rationale. Okay, so that's more important, especially these days that you are taking your next generation NCLEX. For sure, it's more on to your concepts, understanding concepts. So it's more on principles. So you will gain it from the rationals instead of just being like so objective. But Archer, they are actually improving. They're good. They're getting better. So yeah, so there's a lot of good feedbacks as well for Archer. But anyway, so like I said, Mr. Use only used or utilized only your IPAS at the same time roadmap. So that's
And also
really
UWorld po, sir.
so you did UWorld. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yes po.
But congratulations again,
Yes po.
and I
Thank you
you
po,
serve
sir.
as an inspiration to everyone. So as usual, most importantly, I would like to really appreciate, especially your trust to us in IPAS.
Yes
So
po,
from
sir.
the lecturers, coming from me to Mark to even to Rachel and to the rest of the team. And I would like to reiterate the mentoring. That's why it says like IPAS Online, which are the lectures, and Mentoring Academy. So Mentoring Academy just simply means your coaches. So those are two separate entities that are really, really important. It's not just about lectures, it's also about coaching you guys. So basically, to those who are new here who cannot or still don't understand what is this coaches and all, they don't do lectures though, but they assist you in towards your journey until you pass the exam. So basically, they are there to help you. Okay, so because sometimes you feel like alone, and that will add to your anxiety. So better to have a person like a coach, we call it coaches or mentors, to assist you, to help you, to alleviate your anxiety and many things. And it's gonna they're also going to track your performance, your standing before you take your exam. So it's very, very important. Okay, so not just lectures. It's not purely lectures, also the mentor. So I would like also to appreciate Mr. Hughes because he was able to maximize Sylvester, and we
Yes
have
po.
a group of coaches that are really their heart is there in helping you guys. Okay, so this today we have Mr. Yus. Maybe tomorrow or in the future, in the near future, who's gonna talk here for sure? Probably it's Mr. Fred or Mr. who else, Miss Ellen, and whoever. So there's nothing really difference between you, Mr. Yus, Miss Ria yesterday. There's nothing really difference between you guys and them that are right now, like doing the testimonies. Okay, so it's contagious. I'm
Yes.
always telling you that success is contagious. Okay, so thank you, and congratulations, Mr. Yus, and congratulations also to your family, to the people that
Yes po.
really supports you.
Thank you, Sir Jay. And of course, no, Sir Kyle, we have our token para kay Sir Yus naman. So, Sir Yus, please accept this simple token from your iPass families. We're giving this anchor certificate to you. So, meron ka ng diploma kasi graduate ka na sa iPass.
Yes po. Thank you po.
So hopefully, no, this will really remind you of all the hard work and sacrifices, and of course, the success that you really work hard. No, so this certificate may be simple, but this is really a testament of all the hard work that you did here sa Academy. So this certificate is signed by me and Sir Jay. So please accept our Sir Use our simple token for you. Ayan.
Thank you po.
So, Sir Yus, before we let you go, what are the things that you will, that you can say to your classmates who are still working on their NCLEX journeys ngayon, no? Being from someone who work hard and struggle dito sa review, what are the things that you want to say to them?
First, siguro po, always remember what Sir J po. Ito po kasi yung pinaka-super nire-remember ko po. Sacrifice is temporary and success is permanent po. Lahat po isacrifice nyo. Pero hindi din ibig sabihin na lahat ng nakakapag-happy sa'yo, di mo na rin gagawin yun. Don't sacrifice things nga nakaka-help sa journey na to. Especially kung sa pagpawala ng mga stress or anxiety, gawin nyo po yung gusto nyo. Mag-rest po kayo. Kung kailangan nyo po mag-rest, rest po kayo. Tapos, focus on yourself po. Don't compare yourself to others kasi hindi po tayo lahat pare-pareho ng study habits. Kasi ako sa mga may mga kasama din po kasi akong pumasa ng NCLEX na sa IPAS din sila po kasi more on studying po kasi sila. Ako po nag-study po ako pero hindi po ako talaga lumalagpas ng 5 hours. 4 hours lang po talaga. Huwag niyong i-compare yung sarili no. Tapos don't be too hard on yourself po. Just focus on yourself po, focus on your study, and be confident on yourself, especially on the day of your exam. Be confident and do what makes you happy lang po talaga. And I leave po quote po from Napoleon po. My favorite po kasi na general na tao. Your imagination will conquer the world. So imagine yourself passing the NCLEX exam and you will conquer the world.
Tama yun, no? I mean, yeah, serious, no? Thank you very much for those words, no? For sure, maraming natutunan and nakuhang nuggets of wisdom yung classmates mo. And keep that positivity in you. Keep that maturity that you had, that you gained from this journey na hopefully may apply mo yan sa life in general. Sir Yus, we're really proud and happy for you. And of course, we are wishing din na sana then soon, si wife po naman yung susunod sa yapak po na maging USRN naman. And of course,
kiniklaim ko na po yan, sir. Magiging USRN yung asawa ko po.
Yes, tama yan. Andyan ka, so malamang sa malamang magiging USRN yung wife mo the soonest. No, andyan ka.
With the help of IPAS po, syempre.
Thank you for the continued trust, Sir Yus, ha? Thank you really for the continued trust to us, no? And of course, no, we always say na whatever you wished for that you want to achieve with this license of yours that itong USRN license mo, hopefully, no, you will achieve those things. And if you can achieve na yung mga iyon, be also a blessing to other people and share whatever blessing that we can get from this license, no? So, Sir Yus, congratulations again. Ayan, yes, and go and spread your yung positivity mo, no? Yes, and hopefully mas marami ka pang ma-inspire din ng mga fellow nurses natin na maging USRN din soon. Very much for being with us today and we hope to see you somewhere sometime. Okay,
yes,
sir?
Po, sana po.
All right. Sige, sir.
Thank you. Ko si Sir J. Pohon.
I pass processing made easy.